people date, people break up. Sometimes people realize that they made a big mistake by breaking up and want, or more often wants one, to get it all back. It's a sad situation, but you can get out of it with as little loss as possible. Here is what you must do. Assess objectively. Before you take active action, try to look at your relationship objectively. You probably had reasons that led to the breakup. It's easy to focus on the good points, noticing everything else under the rug, but is it constructive? Try to evaluate your relationship dispassionately. Do you even need to get back into them? It will be very frustrating if you do something to get him back, get your way, and then realize you made an even bigger mistake than the first time. 2. Keep your distance. Chances are, he is now very hurt by the breakup, especially if it was you who initiated it. Therefore, it will be better to remove yourself from his life for a while. Do not go into contact at all, let him lick his wounds, because if you now start to make contact with him again, they will hurt even more. In addition, when he is apart, he may be especially aware of what he has lost. Especially if he was the one who initiated the breakup. Let him miss you and understand what a wonderful man sent him fate. Be ready to compromise, but only within reason. Please realize that even if you get back together, it does not mean that the relationship will be the same, or even as in your best, brightest and most romantic period. It doesn't work that way. Relationships are volatile, and a breakup will definitely change them. So be willing to compromise to improve the parts of your relationship that need it. However, outline your boundaries, too. Compromise doesn't mean you have to completely spit on yourself and lay down in front of him as a doormat. For example, you might give in to stopping dragging him out of the house and pushing him to be more extroverted even though he's introverted. But insist that he stop hanging out with his ex-wife. 4. Don't provoke him into jealousy. Seriously, you're not in high school. When someone jumps right into a new relationship after a breakup, it's a gesture that literally reeks of, look, I'm wanted, notice me, be jealous, love me. Instead, you're better off focusing on your life as a whole, pumping up your self-esteem and understanding that you're good enough without a relationship. Trust me, when you're glowing with happiness and self-confidence, it hits your self-esteem and attracts more than when you're around some obscure guy. 5. Treat yourself, do something to make you feel better. It's not just your looks, it's the energy that comes from you. The energy of a confident woman who enjoys life and literally glows, so she's interested in living, talking to people, doing her favorite work and hobbies. Focus on yourself, and then he'll quite possibly realize who he's lost and how awesome you are. And bonus, it's quite likely that you won't need it by then. 6. Be honest about what went wrong. Don't blame it all on yourself or him, both of which are unhealthy scenarios. Honestly and objectively tell him if he asks, or realize for yourself why things turned out the way they did, and what to do to prevent this from happening again. 7. Apologize if you are guilty. This is the honest act of an honest, straightforward, open person. It's always dispositive. Especially when it comes to getting back at the person you broke your heart for.